Oilersnation After Dark begins now.
Oh boy, does life sure come at you fast. 1 minute, you're sitting here getting prepped, getting ready for a disaster edition of Oilersnation After Dark. And the next, you're scrambling for an overtime victory edition. A Brett, a what? Sorry?
Overtime winner!
Nothing about this Edmonton Oilers team makes sense. They are the most unserious, most funniest version of a squad. I'm still at a loss for words right now, and we're gonna unpack it all here together on Oilers Nation After Dark. It's absolute lunacy what this team puts you through. You'd think, Menzies, after years of watching this, that I would be used to it for the Edmonton Oilers. I would like to say, live bet the comeback when they scored the first goal. Yes. Plus 575. Thank you very much.
We called it when it went 3-0.
Right, it went in. I went, they're going to win this fucking game, Michael Menzies. And then the dramatics, they find a way. I don't know if I feel good about it. We were ready. I had asked on pre-gaming. I had mentioned I hadn't really seen spicy Michael Menzies yet, and we sat here.
You still might.
For 50 minutes. Yeah, we definitely still. They cannot get off the hook for how horrid they looked for the majority of this hockey game. But Menzies, we're sitting here, we're talking about 2 points for the Edmonton Oilers, and people, the Edmonton Oilers have now won 3 hockey games in a row.
Here's the game notes. Throw them away. Who needs those? Let me quote myself from a week ago, a column I wrote that's called "The Edmonton Oilers Play Like They Hate the Regular Season." And quote, "They're a silly hockey team and have been throughout the decade. The Oilers will zig, then zag their way into the Olympic break and likely afterwards. And because they're silly, they'll likely come out like gangbusters against the Washington Capitals on Saturday night." Right? Similar. They're dead from the ass
24, 26 seconds into the hockey game. I thought 3 minutes into the game and the Anaheim game was a bad start.
Oh, yeah.
How about 2x in that in half the time?
Forget that. Yeah. How about, like, was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins wearing clown shoes in the first shift?
Connor McDavid had a little bit going on.
And then all of a sudden, Askarov was asking for it all night with his, fly trap of a glove that he's like trying to catch mosquitoes with, clawing at the puck
because he's a southpaw. We looked at it and went, Are you sure that you're a southpaw, brother?
Are you sure about that? Does he have a good hand? I'm not sure he does.
Might be the play for him.
Unbelievable.
Good old Dan Blackburn.
Yes. He gifted the Oilers so many opportunities, and we're sitting here pissed. Menzies, I thought we were going scorched earth on these motherfuckers this evening, and much like Bob Stauffer in the first period, who was losing it, was not very happy. I'm curious. I want a live camera on Bob right now because it doesn't make sense. We will unpack it all together, but wow, what a way!
This is to get 3. There's no. If you didn't watch a game this regular season, you will have missed nothing. This is the same old team all the time. You don't know what's going to happen. They'll zig when they zag, and they're impossible to evaluate. Like, who knows if are they a good hockey team? I don't know.
Why?
Are they a bad hockey team? Probably
why does
not,
it take until the clutch? Why can we tell the moment the switch has been flipped and we're like, okay, here we go. Now they've finally woken up. What? That couldn't happen in the first intermission, the second intermission. Nobby, for the love of God, and they get the win. That's why the show was totally headed in a different direction, and then they totally redeemed themselves. No, they do not. I'm not letting them off the hook, but at the end of the day, they do get 2 points.
They're first in the Pacific.
It's just such a weird parade to throw tonight for Oilersnation After Dark because
they are first place
in the division. Hell?
They're first place in the division.
January. What a month, baby. What a month. I said these were the swing games on pre-gaming. That was the definition of a swing game.
Well, it definitely didn't appear like a big game for the Oilers after 40 minutes. With that said, all the Sharks' goals against were these horrible self-inflicted wounds. And after that, Connor Ingram didn't have much to do. The Sharks didn't create a ton. They didn't give up a ton. And I said this when it was 3-0 or 3-1, that the Oilers, even if the game ended at that point, will have played more good minutes in this game than the Ducks game, where for long stretches they were greatly outplayed. In this one, they win this one as well, and pull it all the way out. So in this 3-game streak, 2 tying goals with a minute roughly left to go. And in the other game, they set a National Hockey League record for back-to-back defenseman hat tricks and 4 goals with the defenseman in 3:49, also an NHL record.
Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Oilersnation.com,
no.
baby. This squad, it's insane. They scored 2 goals on the 6-on-5 this evening. It's truly unbelievable. Leon with 3 points, Bush with 3, Connor with 2, Zach Hyman with the game-winning goal.
They didn't play that well.
It's like, that top line was so bad in this hockey game. We had the good, and we'll have it picked up a little bit later, but it would be the unlikeliest of lines in the Oilers' depth chart this evening that we thought, the final couple minutes of the game were the only ones who resembled any amount of effort wanting to win that hockey game, but here we are, man. You've heard me say it before, chat, but the Edmonton Oilers are the greatest reality TV show on the network that we are blessed to watch 3 to 4 times a week. The Edmonton Oilers are a box of chocolates. You literally never know what you are going to get. Let's kick it off in the chat. He said, sorry, boss, can't come in tomorrow. Getting drunk after big Oilers W. Yes, I know it's January, but 3 in a row, folks. It just feels different. Mr. Burns.
We need an Olympic break. I need
to step away from this team. I said that so many times during this game tonight. It was just like, I'm out. I need to step away from this squad because it doesn't make sense. And this hammered home even more that this team doesn't make any amount of fucking sense.
No, they don't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's
plus 575 on the comeback. Still profited. You know when you know.
Yeah.
Well,
that's right. Bones. Well, you and I looked at that time, and then the one book I have money in right now. It was only plus 400.
Oh, we're a Bet365 only podcast. Shut up on him.
That's right. Whatever the moment.
It's never ordinary. Bet365. Unbelievable stuff, Mr. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that we are presented by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary. Use the promo code NATION NATION. Mr. Burns said all the guys that scored sucked tonight.
They didn't play well.
yeah, man, it's pretty accurate, and that is just the Edmonton Oilers wrapped up in a neat little bow. Percy said, never in doubt. Don't know about that one fully there, brother. I had a lot of doubts. Once again, it's the highs and lows of a hockey game and the NHL season.
This is such a Northern Alberta relationship. It's so toxic. It's so like
me and my ex.
Well, exactly. Everyone's had an ex like
keep crawling back. There it is. Aaron Davies, emotionally
manipulative
team.
Absolutely.
Yet we keep crawling back night after night, and
we're sick for it.
We're a bunch of sick pups. If you're in this post-game chat right now, throw down your courtesy like, get in the chat.
Because nobody does it like they can. Nobody can. Because they only need a few minutes.
Nobody beats them.
They don't need 60 minutes to make you feel good. They'll only give you a couple, and that'll be good enough.
I'll take whatever I can get. As we covered earlier on pre-gaming, 7 minutes is an above average amount of time. Shout out Josh Szymanski. Crippled Zombie says 3 in a row, baby. Wesley, pinch me. We actually won 3 in a row. No, dude. You are awake. You are alive. That is just Edmonton Oilers hockey at its finest. Lance Kane. Can't wait to read That's Hockey, or maybe parentheses in the middle. That's Oilers hockey.
That's Oilers
Experience Edmonton Oilers hockey. Earned, not given. Davin will never lose again. Don't know if I was feeling that same way.
Could very well get drilled 6-0 by Minnesota.
If they show up like they did in this hockey game, they're getting drilled 8-0 by the Minnesota Wild.
Who knows? They could blow out the Wild. We don't. No, we have no idea.
All these folks tune in
what it's going to be.
Oilers Nation every day, radio, real life, as if anybody has any idea of what this team is, what they could be come the Stanley Cup playoffs. But I will tell you, it's exhilarating to watch, man. We got Vinny. The future may be teal, but the present is orange and blue. Give the Sharks credit. They were the better team for the vast majority of that hockey game. And then make a couple errors at the end of the hockey game. You give the Oilers an inch and they're going to take a mile. And I could only imagine what it feels like to be in that Sharks dressing room right now.
What made me so mad about it was the Sharks didn't play that well. They weren't playing that well.
I felt like they contained the Oilers much.
Yes.
They made it difficult on them, clogging the neutral zone.
It was a very safe game from them. They capitalized on the Oilers' mistakes, and then they didn't get burnt.
Played with a lead.
They packed the house, right? I mean, that shift in the second period where it was the Oilers ring around the rosy, here it comes. And
90 seconds of ozone time, one shot from the
around
side,
and around.
and then Draisaitl just skates it in the middle.
And it's like, yeah, okay. But
How
they
do we win
weren't,
this game?
I don't know. But again, the Sharks didn't, like, how many real chances did they have that weren't absolute gifts?
They had 6 high danger chances. The Sharks did. The Oilers had 5.
Like,
what a game.
and what, 4 of those would have been Oiler created?
Yep.
Like,
It was a
that's
weird one.
a 5
It
on
was one
5.
where it felt like the Sharks, obviously, they broke the dam open a couple minutes into the first period. They're up 3-0, 11 minutes into this game. And it was, play with a lead, sit back a little bit, clog the neutral zone. McDavid, Draisaitl. It's crazy that we sit here and go 3 points for Dry, 2 for Connor. Way to get it done in the clutch. But for most of this game, they were very frustrated. Leon, once again, I'll continue to give him the pass because I know there's a lot going on in the personal life and even the travel and everything. McDavid,
Well,
he didn't have it tonight in this hockey
Leon's
game. The
got
top
10
line was terrible.
He's got 10 points in his last 3 games.
And I sit here. That's
It doesn't
crazy.
make any sense. You know what it reminded me of, Brett?
My head
Because
hurts.
you're a footy fan. This is like when Wigan are playing Chelsea and they score in the 8th minute.
Yeah.
And the whole game is just clinging.
And then they score again in like the 35th
Exactly.
minute. And you're
There's
like,
some missed exchange
Yeah.
in midfield. And
yeah.
it leads,
Reece James drops one right at midfield.
they sit on the ball game.
Yeah.
This was a very similar type of game. The Sharks even tried to they tried to defer a penalty. they tried to decline a penalty.
And the refs still fucked that up.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The Oilers still found a way to get the
They're like,
dub.
no, please don't.
Have
call
you ever
it.
seen that before? I know, once again, I respect the integrity of the game from youngster Macklin Celebrini. Doesn't want to be known as a diver and an embellisher. I'm sure that Sharks bench was going, Macklin, shut the hell up right now. And the referees still made that call. We'll get into it later. There's so many weird things that happened in this hockey game tonight. We're already 19 minutes into the stream. We haven't even gone through the chat yet. Tom, I don't know if he's kidding. He better be. He said if we played like this nightly, we'd be in the top in the league. If we played like which version are you talking about of the Oilers here?
I don't know.
The first 50-ish minutes?
The last 5.
The last 5? They win that. Yeah, I mean, we'd play like that. We'd be 82-0, but I'm not going to make
Well,
the
we've
comment.
seen that every year. We know. We've seen it. And one time, they did actually make us believe they'd never lose again and won 16 straight hockey games.
Like, Menzies, we talked about it a couple times throughout the game, but why does the regular season have to be like this?
I don't know.
Now, that feels a little bit maybe wrong of me to say that because I work at Oilers Nation and our viewership increases tenfold when the Oilers are bad, but just sit back and imagine what it would be like to sit there through the regular season, maybe, front to end, be the best team in the division, go on successful winning streaks. Sure, it'd be nice. It'd be way less exciting than what I've got here, way less to talk about it. I'm willing to try it. I would like to try it, but there's
just for
something,
a change,
something about this team, like it tells me that's never going to happen. It is in their DNA. We need a doctor to look through this entire squad and try and diagnose.
I need a doctor. I need a doctor.
Shout out Dre.
Hey,
It makes no sense, but this is better for Oilers Nation.
sure, yeah, as a career, our careers.
Throw down your courtesy while you're in the chat right now. We
Our
appreciate it.
careers, our wages, everything. Sure, yeah,
But it's bad on the heart. It's bad on the body.
Yeah, it's emotionally draining. I don't know what they need to do. They need to put their clocks ahead, their watches, because when they don't start until they want to start.
It's like where you switch your clock to be 5 minutes earlier,
Yeah.
so you're always early for things. Maybe they got to try that out. Maybe Chris Knoblock needs to rip into this team during one of these intermissions. Maybe Bob Stauffer needs to be down there in that first intermission, pick up a trash can, throw it at the wall, start throwing some trash, losing it. We'll get into it later with Nobby, and I feel weird again because I got the win. There's a lot about Knoblock, I'll say, emotion-wise, I did not like from the guy, but I shouldn't be surprised. Continuing along, sodium poisoning. I live bet the comeback with a couple left in the first. Big money. Said I live bet the plus 1,000 comeback. 575 on Bet365. Then K Waddy, just mental. Connor Brown, 0 quit in this team. And then we got super chats galore already. Reminder, all your super chats are in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation, a cause that does incredible things. And excited to see where these go. Mr. Burns kicks it off. $2 if we can win 3. We can win it all. Cup year. Got to win 16. So whatever. One goal at a time. Now it's just the Blues that are left in the NHL. Nerds.
They
dorks.
just got to go 16-11 when it counts. That's all.
That's all we need. That doesn't sound so hard, right? Austin, $13.99. Hope will never die. Thoroughly that slogan. That is built for nights like this for the Edmonton Oilers. For betting plus 575. For betting plus 1,000. Betting in the first period when you had no reason to believe in this team whatsoever. 3 in a fucking row. Brett, you want to read that for me?
Over.
Nope. The other one. What can you
say? Can you tell I was doing other stuff?
He was busy. He was busy. I threw him under the bus right there. My ON fam, SGs are in order. Shotguns is what he's asking for there.
Hello.
Hearts for Ben, for Mom, for my cousin Ian, and all of you beauties. Austin, the biggest beauty of them all. Rusty, another beautician by trade, $5. This team, what a way to win 3 in a row. The Cardiac Oilers strike again. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Well,
I'm willing to try a different way, but man, at the end of the day,
I'm willing to
this is unbelievable. I'm willing to experiment. These are my college years. I'm willing to experiment. Okay, Mr. Heated Rivalry.
Whoa.
Hey.
LFG Oilers, Cup year. There we go. Continuing along. Is this pounds? Is this euros? What is this?
That's
two something.
Those are
from
pounds.
Minister. UK probably would have given that away from me.
Yeah.
Bouchard is Canadian for clutch. I mean, Menzies, it was too funny because I asked for it on pre-gaming. I said, which is weird to say that, but I did request maybe a little bit of spicy Menzies. And there was points. You were sitting in absolute silence over here in the room. I'm looking at Brett going, I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get it tonight. And then, some Bouchard clutch gene that takes it all away. And I'm still at a loss for word, folks.
Yeah, they let Askarov, let us back in.
That glove hand, man, he saw it all the way, and it just...
He couldn't catch the puck.
I am committed and consistent in my stance all night. I do not see it in Yaroslav Askarov. I am not a guy. I am not a stan of him.
You're a truther.
I am a hater of him. I just think he plays sloppy. He was dropping his stick.
You're
he
an
can't catch the
Ansarov
puck.
guy, not an Askarov guy.
Nice. He was out of his crease repeatedly. He dropped his stick at one point, and I get it. He's 23 years young. It's, you're going to grow out of that at some point, but I just don't see it. Tammy, $30. $30 for 3 in a row. We don't ask how. We just celebrate. Cup year. Stick taps, hearts for Ben always. Fliparto, $10. What a great 2 periods by Beardsy. Yeah, okay. I assume I'm Beardsy. Who else could Beardsy be?
Connor Ingram.
Ingram.
Okay.
His beard goes down to his nipples.
I guess at one point I thought that Askarov, I was like, is that his beard on his neck? No, Brett pointed out to me, that's a neck tap.
Yeah.
So gangster.
That's a wild move. It's funny that he said Beardsy because I have a long-standing bet with my boys, Brett's heard this, that the moment I'm 30 years young, still cannot grow a full beard. But the moment I can connect it to their standards, when Boardsy becomes Beardsy, they have to throw a party in celebration for me.
Okay.
But that deal was made about 9 years ago.
You're ready to catch
Still
in
have
one
the
day.
Snapchat video. I still have evidence.
The balloons are still in storage.
We're going to grow
there
it
you
out
go.
over the Olympic break, and we're going to see what we can do, but I don't think it's going to hit Beardsy levels. Passion's in, $4.99. Simply the dumbest win, the dumbestest win. I loved every second of the third period. We are sickos for loving this team. Cup year.
Cup, yeah.
Send me to the vet, Brett, because I'm a sick pup. Because I'm a sick pup. We have not been barking nearly enough this season.
I know.
Well, there hasn't been a 3-game
Yeah,
streak.
I reserve barks for 3-game win streak. Colton's in, $6.99. Oilers 1-0 when I call Bordsy a mangina pregame. Some traditions just mean more than others. Colton, how much do you love the Edmonton Oilers? Are you willing to spend $6.99 for every single Oilers game? Ball's in your court, brother. Aaron has a man.
Well, the balls aren't in your court, man.
Oh,
Come on.
Sorry, Michael. Can you come with me,
Sure,
please?
you're going to need to
Here we
come with
go.
us. Come with us.
Yeah.
Come with us. QF Pro. Wow, more super chats. Something tells me After Dark's going to be a long one this evening. $5. This is the Oilers' Eye. Remember, sleep for 2.5 periods and win the game anyways. Stop it. Yeah, that's hockey. Edmonton Oilers hockey, as Lance would say. $5. I hope the young San Jose Sharks learned a valuable lesson. Don't F with the Edmonton Oilers. Cup year.
Cup, yeah.
What is that now? 15 out of their last 16 matchups against the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah, it
They
is.
snatched it right away from their hands. Once again, somebody put a camera in that locker room tonight, because that's got to be, you could hear a pin drop in that Sharks locker room.
I'm very curious to hear what the players at Knoblock say after the game.
They just go, ah!
Like, is it going to be a love fest? Are they going to be kind of critical of themselves? I don't know.
They just look at him, just crack a beer and just walk out.
Who knows?
Presumably, as we know, the media has to request, like, in advance which players they want to speak. Right? Remember when they got drilled 9-0 and it was not any of the
They
letters?
sent out all the plebs to fall on
like,
swords.
hey, exactly. Here,
Shouldn't
you
use the
guys
word
take
plebs.
it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was Andrew Mangiapane.
Yeah.
Well, I stand by it. Then.
You know what? You're right.
That's actually, thank you for making my
Was
point.
it like
Brett.
Henry?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Nobody who was in the lineup tonight, for example, had to speak. So I'm curious who they asked for, who we get tonight for post game.
Shout out to intern Tristan. We'll be getting some sounds in the room, courtesy of that. Stick around.
Voicemails.
Voicemails.
Sure.
You see the link at the top of the YouTube chat right now. This show was made for nights like this. The voicemail was made for nights like this. Let it rip, folks. Also, we've had David Attenborough. We've had Arnold Schwarzenegger. I need more random celebrities.
Mhm.
Continuing along, $69.99 for
Whoa,
Austin.
holy fuck.
Nice. Says, hope will never die. My Owen fam. This one is for you, Ben, for my mom, for my cousin Ian, and for Shotguns. Boards, let's go. It's 3 in a row.
Hey.
What can you say? I think I did
That was
okay.
good.
That was pretty
Brett, you
good.
can be the other overtime winner guy.
Get-
I'll be the what can you say?
Works for me.
What do you do? What do you do around here?
I do every other fucking voice.
Trumpula. We've got Trumpula. We've got Trumpula.
What a win. I said, wow, what a
Careful,
comeback.
careful.
I want more Austin Powers as well throughout this one.
Right. Michael Caine could call in tonight. You never know.
Daddy wasn't there. Hamer, he's in $1.99, 3 in a row. It's a Christmas miracle. There was a postal service delay, so we just got our gifts now, as you can tell.
A
January
lunar
29th.
New Year miracle?
That's what they call it.
Well, what year are we in the Chinese New Year? I missed that.
That's true. Loyal to the oil, $2. We manifested it, Percy, Sadistic, and Ryan. I do believe Brett Sadistic wrote this in pencil. Shout out to her. Shout out to her.
Oh.
Some things mean more
That's
than
a
others.
crazy one. Right.
And then Maximus. Is this pounds or is this different? I feel like this one's different.
This is the same.
Seven
No, it's
something.
bounced. It's bounced.
Number 7 is for one of my fave all-time players. Guess who? Paul's what? Bordsy, great haircut. You look a lot younger. Thank you. Somebody finally noticed it. Shout out to Great Clips and their the wait list online check-in. Dude, I'm a busy man. I had no time. I had to get my haircut.
I do need.
I got
to get a
things
snip.
going this weekend. I got to wear a suit this weekend.
Oh, you got
We're
to wear
looking
suit.
good. You have a funeral. I want to left that part out. So,
Well, I have to wear a suit too, but
Hey,
for
there you go.
hockey,
There you go.
hockey kid.
Hey, there we go, boys.
And I
Looking good.
I got dead ends.
Get you men who can do it both. All right, they can do both. Also, I had to grab this hoodie from Marketing Maddie because 5 minutes before pre-gaming, I spilled coffee all over my shirt.
Yeah,
happens to the best of us.
There was one of those.
Okay, let me get my first ad read in here, Brett. ONAD. It's also a presentation of Derek Dodge Edmonton. It's beginning of a new chapter for Derek Dodge as they are now under new ownership. And they are bringing a fresh approach, new energy, and renewed focus on customer experience. And right now, they have an unbeatable deal. With every vehicle purchase, you will receive a trip for 2 to Las Vegas, Nevada. You heard that right. Leave the lot with your new vehicle and flights and accommodations for a trip for 2 to Sin City. That's tough to beat. Derek Dodge, visit him 6211 104th Street Northwest or derekdodge.com. Bert, yes?
This is going to be the longest ONAD.
I think records are about to be broken here tonight because I haven't actually gotten into anything that I had written down on.
No, I threw my notes away. What use are they?
During the ad read, you run it, it comes back, and you're like getting back.
I have to uncrumple it like it's what's his name in Memento, trying to find his
good pull,
his clues. He's got
good
tattooed
pull.
To himself.
It's going backwards the whole time.
I went over my
Brett,
head.
we got to get some headlines. It's brought to you by Greta Barrieg. It's also brought to you by Drizzy Drake. Give it to me. Yeah, that's good. Greta Barrieg, my favorite spot in the entire city. Arcade, bar, street food, great TV setup. They've got new renovations from last year as well. Can't wait to be back there for the NHL playoffs, and keep it locked on our socials because we will have plenty of events leading up to the NHL playoffs. But Menzies, let's take it from the top because it was another terrible start for the Edmonton Oilers in this hockey game. I thought getting scored on 3:24 into the game versus Anaheim was bad. I stand corrected because 26 seconds into the game, oh man, the Oilers, Brett, if you just want to cycle through them here, I guess we can. The first goal, this one, it was Colin Graff. You wrote him in your pre-scout article. It's a turnover there in their own end. It gets caught up into Nuge's skates here as well. 2-on-1, Connor Ingram way out of position, and Will Smith feeds one Colin Graff. And you're sitting there going, all right, 24 seconds in, you're down 1-0. First shot against, first goal. Can't get worse than that. Oh, no, because a minute 35 into the period, it would be Adam Gaudette. I believe it was Ty Emberson, turns this puck over at the neutral zone. And before you know it, William Eklund strips him, sends it up to one Adam Gaudette, and he buries on a breakaway attempt as well. Feel bad for Connor Ingram in this situation. And then here we are, 11:40 into the third period, and it's Michael Misa scoring his second goal of the season. You'll see this one develop here a little bit.
This is the 3-0 goal. Or first. Yeah. You said middle third.
That's the third goal. Yeah, that's the third goal against. We already had the first two there. And then bang that. Yeah, right? We're correct on that.
We're good. Just that it was the first.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So then here, this one, Connor Ingram, it's a 2-on-1 going the other way. He does make the initial save. The rebound gets kicked back out. I'm sure Tyler Yemchuk will be quick to talk about that one tomorrow. And it directly banks off of one Evan Bouchard and into the back of the net. The Oilers down 3-0, 11 minutes into the hockey game. And Menzies, it was a completely unacceptable effort to start this hockey game. They needed to get screamed at during that first intermission. We saw Bob Stauffer doing his best attempt at being the head coach during the broadcast on the panel, but how does this continue to happen over and over for the Edmonton Oilers? I know when it was the Stuart Skinner tenure around here, we were quick to blame him, but this situation has carried over regardless of what goaltender is in the net. And when we look at those three goals that just went down, there's a 2-on-1 for the first opportunity, a breakaway on the second, a 2-on-1 on the third opportunity as well. Yes, Connor Ingram, maybe wanted him to be a little bit better. It's once again wild. He finishes this game getting the W, but this is an Oiler players' problem, and there's so many realms to it because this continued just not the first period, the first 40 minutes of the game, and it's a story we have seen so often this year, overpassing in the offensive zone, perimeter, stick handle. Oh shit, we lost it. Opportunity going the other way. And it just was not their night. It was incredibly frustrating. Once again, just for 40, 50 minutes of this hockey game. But Michael Menzies, where were you at vibes-wise watching this unacceptable effort from the Edmonton Oilers? And we talked about it January. It's been good so far, but if you drop these final 2 games on home ice against the Sharks, against the Wild, January doesn't look so hot anymore. Somehow they get the dub. I don't want to talk about that right now. It's about the putrid struggles they had for the majority of the game.
Well, I thought it was easily their worst start in 3 games. And like his phrase is like that. And you think, wow, they gave up 3. They were down 3 Cobb, 3 minutes into the Penguins. And all those plays are turnovers created off of, the defenseman not, misplaying the puck. Like the whole Nuge thing starts with Ekholm and then Emberson. He gains the red, but he's squeezed out. He can't move it deep. They're hanging Ingram out to dry. I mean, yeah, they weren't ready to go. No, bottom line, and they seem to lack at times just a basic understanding of like what's dangerous in their own zone. Because, even when things are going well, let's say they have the lead, like the game on Monday against Anaheim, and they'll throw it back into their own zone and, try to reverse and control breakout. Sometimes that isn't going to be the way. You just got to send it out, like sometimes it has to happen, but they weren't ready to go with the puck early in the game, and it showed. They hung Ingram out to dry, and it was 3-0.
I don't know, dude, and that somebody pointed out here as well, Oily Steve. Last I heard, we were down 4-0. Remember? Then they immediately called that one off. Thank the Lord. That could have been the TSN turning point of the hockey game for us there.
Yeah,
but
4 if what's his Bickle, just keeps whoever it was. I couldn't remember. I can't remember who it was.
You just killed our producer back there.
If he can just stay, a little discipline in the blue paint, it would have been 4. And probably the Oilers don't come back.
It's what you talk about there, though, for the first bit of this game. And like, man, I wish I didn't have to sit here night after night using the same phrases to describe the same way the Edmonton Oilers play. But puck management has had such a negative connotation to it this season. And tonight, it was at the top of the list of problems for the Edmonton Oilers. They just couldn't safely. And once again, I want to say once the Sharks had the lead, they were definitely more content to sit back and say, all right, you come at us. We're going to try and take it from you and work it back the other way. And the Oilers didn't have much of an answer, obviously, until that third period where they just have ice in their absolute veins. But let's talk about the offensive perimeter attack, because Menzies, we did mention there was one point in this hockey game. The Oilers, 90 seconds of ozone time. Mm-hmm. We're feeling good. This is when we're okay. Oilers, I believe, was in the second period, the stretch.
Yes.
And they got absolutely nothing in the 90 seconds that they had the Sharks hemmed in their own zone. The only one shot they got was Connor McDavid from the left faceoff dot that was off the pad and back behind the net in no time. It was pass, button hook, pass. Okay, circle around, no movement. Okay, pass. And then an eventual stick handle from Leon Draisaitl just aimlessly into the middle of the ice, and he lost it. And it was going back the other way. And that was just a microcosm of the Oilers' effort with the puck this evening. And once again, third period, it's a different story. That offensive attack, is that even what you can call it? And I understand they finished this hockey game with 32 shots to San Jose's 20. It didn't feel like that to me at all.
Well, you know who did play well throughout the game? The Oilers' fourth line. I'm not going to come here and rip Frederick because, I said my stuff in the pregame. It's now 30 games in a row without a goal. I thought he was good tonight. He set up Lazar with a great chance. Janmark, well, we know he's not going to. But they played well. That line was winning their shifts consistently and throughout the game. I thought Knoblock would have been well served in the third period to get that line out more often. I thought, the top guys were not good until they were. And meanwhile, the fourth line was playing pretty well. There was a couple nips and tucks with, Rosovic creating a chance. He had a couple and everything else. But no, that line was going. And so they were a consistent group this game. And, and they were the only line. I thought Lazar got screwed over with that penalty call. That was way too easy. The other pickle falls down. And it's like we're even strength. The officials were.
Oh, yeah, man. We'll get into it later with the Oilie for the one Macklin Celebrini call, no call.
But even
don't call a penalty.
That call, the Bouchard interference at neutral, that the blimp outs, they had to go to the blimp outside to get the camera view of it.
Yeah, I forgot that
what?
one.
And the ones were hauled down multiple
times. The Curtis
times.
Lazar interference one, that one drove me nuts because that was Zach Ostapchuk getting shoved, like getting bounced, and then just whoa, and he landed on his own goaltender.
Oh my God!
Maybe that's what knocked Yaroslav Askarov out. His inability to catch
maybe the concussion
a single
spotter. Why is
it? Hey, who knows? Maybe they should have put in Alex Nedeljkovic. And then for the Oilers, Connor Ingram. Yeah, he stopped 17 of 20 in this hockey game for an .850 save percentage. He finishes minus 1.66 goals below, save below expected there on moneypuck.com. I do think there's no worse way you can start the hockey game behind the eight ball than what? A 2-on-1 coming right down at you 20 seconds in, then a breakaway coming right down on you, a minute and a half into the hockey game. You got to give him credit. At the end of the day, he did find a way to shut the door and keep it at 3 goals. And once again, Connor Ingram, not the prettiest effort from him here. Once I would say probably one of the less technical performance from Connor Ingram. I know it's really just Tyler Remchuk who talks about the rebound control of Connor Ingram. And that was a direct result. It bounced off Evan Bouchard on that third goal against. Overall, your thoughts on Connor Ingram, we'll hear from the man himself.
Well, just the note there about that statistic, in the first period, and this is where, you have to use things like fancy stats and analytics as a tool. They don't tell the whole picture, but they can help you. The Oilers had a higher expected goals in the first period than the Sharks, because it does account for how egregious certain turnovers are that leave you extended in your own zone, right? So, the expected goals for the Sharks, were below 1 in the first period, but you look at the chances and you say, well, okay, we're not crucifying. This is where, nights where maybe the goals save above expected because certain shots are just slot shots, but not actually that dangerous, inflate the numbers. Conversely, tonight was the type of night that, regress the numbers despite what we know the chances to be. So no, I'm not perturbed. Whenever they needed a save, when the Oilers didn't hand a golden opportunity to the Sharks, I never felt like scared of like certain opportunities. Even that one scramble in front of the net with 4 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go. He's there in position. He's working to find an angle. It's fine.
That's the thing for Connor Ingram is most of the time he is in position and he found a way to shut the door, shut it down at the end of the day. And he spoke to the media post-game talking about his ability to shut the door. Let's take a listen.
It's fun to watch. I've kind of figured out around here, you just have to be good. You don't have to steal games or do things like that. You just got to make the saves you're supposed to. And you got some of the best players in the world, and they're going to do their job too. So, even when you get behind in the start of the game, you just think and shut it down. We still got a chance at this. We can score goals. We can come back on anybody. So, it's fun to watch from down there. It's more fun to be on this side.
The comeback kids. The end of the day, we do talk. We've said it for years here as Oilers fans of, give me consistent average goaltending. And you do think the Oilers on most nights should be able to outscore their problems. Now, do not bank on performances like that happening in the third period, but that was his 11th appearance for the Edmonton Oilers for Connor Ingram, and thoroughly, I'm very happy with where this Connor Ingram experiment has led us to.
Here's what I like about it. Knoblock did not bail out the skaters with an Ingram mercy pull tonight. Like Saturday when it was an anxious pull and it was a 3-2 game, what have you. Knoblock did not allow, he didn't give an excuse to the skaters for it and kept Ingram in that game. And I like that after, with a really short leash on Saturday, I think a little circumstance driven, he allowed Ingram to stay in and play the game out as a way to say, look, no, what's happening is about what you guys are doing in front of him and is not a reflection of our goalie, and I'm not pulling him because of it.
I'm not going to lie to you. I had a moment there, not because I think Connor Ingram deserved it. I didn't think he deserved to be yanked in the Washington game, but wins are wins. Hindsight's 2020. We got the dub. In this one, I was concerned because we've seen Knoblock's affection for one Tristan Jarry and wanting to get him back in the net. We've seen the early pull for one Connor Ingram, but happy stuck with him. And I think that, that definitely sent a message to the rest of the room to, hey, man, you can't do this to Connor Ingram again and make him the sacrificial lamb. You got to find a way to fix this yourselves. Now, it's a positive postgame because we do get the 2 points. We win 3 games in a row. We beat a division rival. There's one thing that I want to talk about with the chat here, and I want them to kind of, and you as well, tell me if I'm a little bit crazy in this. I'm opening up the trust tree in the safe space, but Chris Knoblock had next to zero emotion in this hockey game tonight. Every single time they cut to him, it is that 1,000-yard blank stare, calm as an MFer, not much emotion
we
or
know
anything.
It's bad when the camera pans to it 26 seconds into the game.
That's not good. And we know Chris Knoblock is not your traditional rah, hype speech type guy. He's not going to be yelling at the squad that frequently. But holy shit, man, when the Oilers are playing that bad and in front of your home fans, they're booing at points, the crowd is absolutely silent. Can you show me something, any bit of any emotion? Because I understand Connor McDavid is basically the GM, the LeBron of the Edmonton Oilers. He's judge, jury, executioner, player, coach, GM, whatever. But Nobby, you are the head coach. You wear the pants for this team. You are the leader. And if you have a little bit of fire, a little bit of emotion, I think that could go a long way to the rest of this team. Now, I'm not saying go hard, throw shit against the wall and go nuts, but you could even see it, a perfect opportunity in the game. It will be our Oily later, so maybe I'm burying it a little bit here, but Brett, we don't need to show the highlight. That Matthias Ekholm high stick called on Macklin Celebrini, where Celebrini immediately goes to the ref and goes, dude, he didn't hit me in the face. He didn't hit me in the face. The referees call it. Then they huddle up. They have their discussion. Celebrini, meanwhile, is saying he did not hit me. They go back to the bench to deliver the news to Nobby. And while I think he barked a couple words at the referees, I was sitting there going, that's the moment, man. Like, that is it. Like, I don't want to be like abuse referees when you have the opportunity to. You would have been justified in that one. And I think it would have went a long way in the fan base of people being like, okay, he's not a robot. We've got some emotion here. And you do need some of that rah-rah. I get it's 2026. It's a different day of the NHL. There's less yelling at your players and yelling at people kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, when they looked that bad, that lifeless, that lethargic, something had to be done from the head coach. Dude, Bob Stauffer had 20x more energy than Chris Knoblock did at any point during that. I said it repeatedly. Send Bob down to the room and let him grab that trash can and throw it at the wall or somebody, and let's see if anything. Now, after my rant, chat, am I crazy? Menzies, am I crazy?
Here's the thing.
That's not Nobby's game.
No. And, you know, I wrote an article about this, you know, a month or two ago. And, you know, when things aren't, I call him the librarian at times. You know, he does have that stoic demeanor. And I think more often than not, it's a net positive for the Oilers. Yeah. But there are moments that you do things as a coach that are a little performative, you know, that you can help pull your team into the fight, that your voice not to just, lash out at the players, but to also say, I'm in the battle with you too. This is a moment where this is a bad call. And you know what? I can work the official a little bit, say, hey, we're all engaged in this game together. Let's, I'm going to carve him. Boys, let's kill the penalty and let's get a little bit of fire going here, because he can be an energy changer as well for the team. And that's not his MO. That's not how he naturally is. And I would say that even 90, John Cooper is pretty stoic, but the moments he gives
it's picking and choosing your moments. You can't, and I get it. What everybody's saying in the chat, that's not Nobby's love language, as Dangerous Wade puts it. And I totally agree with that. But you are a coach in the NHL at the end of the day. These are grown ass men. Those are grown ass referees. I don't want him to do it all the time. Your comm coach is what makes Knoblock Chris Knoblock. But I got to say, at the end of the day, there needs to be moments. Pick your spots where I like where you described that there. Show the boys that you're in the fight with them as well. And that I understand the players are the ones who affect it out on the ice. But as a head coach, you can also deliver rah-rah speeches to get them going. Maybe it's just
and
me.
it's okay. Like if we have to give like Knoblock permission, like you can do it during the period too to the players. Because I know, he's gone into the room and he's, it doesn't sound the most convincing when he does it in the room. Like that Oilers Plus clip that circulated.
His vibe is, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
That clip that circulated out of Detroit was a little bit like your stepdad, like yelling at the kid. He's just, it's not you're not my real dad. Or whatever. And it's like, put your toys away. And it's like, no, seriously, put your toys away. But again, it's I overall would prefer my coach to be calm in tense situations, but there are moments where I think he can show that little bit of fire, and it's not bad to do so.
Yeah, Lance Kane says we are being critical of the coach. They rallied the team to 3 goals in a period and a W.
Did he?
Lance,
well, did he rally?
Did he rally them? And I also go,
rally,
and yes, there's a rally in the third period. He's also the coach that his team looked like dog shit for 40 minutes in that hockey game yet again. I do think at the end of the day, and I get it, it's 2 points. It's 2 points. You get the dub.
Like it's not Knoblock's fault that the D are turning over pucks relentlessly. Yeah, this is just a little point. It comes up over the year. There'll never be a great time to talk about it, because when I brought this up a month and a half ago, people were like, "Well, why don't you bring this on?" There's never going to be a good time, but it is just a moment in a game where nothing was going right for the Oilers at this point. Celebrini is campaigning to the officials for them to not call the penalty.
It was a layup. It was like D-Wade DeBron, just dunk it home. Give me something. So. Say fuck. Say fuck. I want to hear you know. Say it. No, I want to hear you curse.
What's your favorite curse word?
What's your favorite crap?
Fuck.
Yeah, nice. Also, Duke said, don't forget, we're 1-0 on days where Lance Kane has offered to dye Bortzy's hair. Whoa. I didn't know that. Lance Kane offered to dye my hair.
I don't know. There's been a whole lot of chat buzz about your hair and dyeing it.
I'm pretty punk rock, Lance. I'm pretty punk rock. Orange and blue?
Would you go platinum?
We'll revisit that. No, I'd only go orange and blue.
No. Come on.
You gotta rep
I think you could rock.
I dyed my hair like bright red when I was a kid once before.
That's crazy.
Punk rock. Yeah. Shout out to Broken Yokes, my brother's band. All right, let's go now. Good, Bad, Oily. Brought to you by Oodles of Noodles. Download the app today. Available at the Google Play Store and the App Store. And once you do so, you can earn loyalty rewards points. And come on now, they got the deal of all deals. The $2 deal on top of any premium or regular box for $2. You can add 2 green onion cakes, 5 spring rolls, or 6 deep fried wontons. And how do the people you love know that you love them? You send them nudes, as we have covered. Yeah. We have covered this from time to time. Brett, kick it off with the good. We went with the 4th line of Curtis Lazar, Matthias Janmark, and one Trent Frederick. I will also say, I mean this positively, Matthias Janmark had another beautiful breakaway opportunity, gets poke checked, does not even get a shot on goal in the process. It is funny to think how a man can get so many high-quality chances, but score on what feels like, or not score on 99.9% of them. I love Yanni. I do. I love him in his role. I am not nearly the hater that Ty and Liam are, but it is hilarious to watch night in and night out. But he was in a good spot. But then that fourth line in general, I believe they shots were 4-0 with them on the ice. High danger chances were 1-0, and they had an expected goals for percentage, according to Natural Stat Trick, of 89.99%. Now, until the third period, not many Oilers had positive evenings throughout this one, Menzies, but the fourth line did. And Brett, I also do believe we have a word here from our pal Chris Knoblock talking about the Oilers' effort in the bottom six. Let's take a listen to that. Good.
You know, you look at the ice time, and they definitely can have more shifts. They've warned it, especially that fourth line. They've been working hard, and they've been spending a lot of time in the offensive zone. And up until third period, the ice was pretty spread out. But then the way the game went with offensive zone face-offs and the TV timeouts, we were able to play Connor and Leon quite a bit. And Szymanski's been playing well. Roslovic, after 2 periods, hadn't been playing well. We need more offense. Obviously, he's a guy that can chip in, so he got bumped up and got some more opportunities. But, I think, overall tonight, we weren't behind because of our third and fourth lines. In fact, early in the game, they were probably our 2 better lines.
Look at that. Bottom 6 of the Edmonton Oilers picking up the slack throughout some of this hockey game. Saw some people in the chat. Chase, Janmark has the offensive ability of a piece of Swiss cheese. On Percy, it was nice to see them rolling out more in the bottom 6.
I wanted to see them play more, to be honest. I'm not one of these guys.
At the end of the game said, don't put out the top line, put out the fourth line.
Yeah, seriously. If you wanted to win the shift, put them out. Reward them. No, I was really pleased with how they played. Honestly, it sucks that they didn't score, but this was a game where them being able to win shifts, I think, kept the overall spirit of the group up. Like they weren't completely dead because of the fourth line. So I was glad to see that. It's just funny because like half of the Knoblock clip, even I'm like tuned out. I'm like, what is he saying?
Dude, there's a limit to decibel levels in the library, Michael Menzies.
No, it has nothing to do with the levels. It's everything to do with.
No, I meant Nobby. Yeah, Nobby's levels.
Yeah, well, no, they played well tonight.
Shout out the fourth line.
Yeah, usual.
Curtis freaking laser.
But 8:45 for Lazar, Janmark 9:42, Frederick 8:26. Szymanski did play more than last game. We did ask that in the pregame. It was 8:12, the lowest forward.
So a super above average amount of time to last.
Yeah, they. I thought they even earned, another shift or two. Because Savoy, there were stretches he did not. Didn't get out there.
Szymanski's feet looked great tonight.
Yeah, they did.
There were a couple of strides.
There's something there.
There are a couple of strides where you
Germany.
sit there and
I'm
go,
excited to watch him for 3 weeks at the Olympics.
How are you able to get to that area of the ice that quick? It looked like he was like a figure skater. His heels were clicking together. It was wicked.
Okay, 2 things before we move on. Tammy said sending love and gentle belly rubs to your baby, Brett. She means your dog, I hope.
My
right?
fur baby.
I was like, you didn't tell me that you have a child?
Well, I'm kidding.
Tell someone who cares. You guys.
Until he's on Maury. Maury.
He is the father.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Steve Wilkos guy myself, actually. And then Big Comfy. You say yes to 1 streaking opportunity if Connor continued his point streak. And now he says, how many shutouts does Ingram have to get in the regular season to get you boys to shave your heads? As Homer Simpson once said, my hair is who I am, man. Menzies, that definitely applies to you.
10 shutouts?
I'm going like 20. I'm not ever putting that on the line. I'm not willing to do that. With good comes bad. Bad, we went with the obvious, the start of this hockey game, down 2-0, 90 seconds into the game, and it was the quality of opportunities that went back the other way. The Oilers 20 seconds in, couldn't even get it out of their own end. Bang, it's into the back of the net. And then a minute later, Ty Emerson loses it at center ice, and it's in the back of the net. Some people might not have even sat down in their seats in Rogers Place before they had realized that it was a 2-0 game and would eventually become a 3-0 game and get worse. Menzies, we've talked about it enough. The bad, the start. We're good on that?
No, I have a thing to add, only to say that the Golden Knights scored 3 goals in the third and put this game with the Stars in overtime. It's 4-4, so they're at least getting a point. So what does that mean in terms of the Pacific Division standing? So Vegas would be tied with the Oilers if they lose tonight, and overtake the Oilers, I believe, with a win.
And they have 2 games in hand on the Oilers as well, I believe.
Yes.
Go Sam Steele, go.
Yeah.
Go Stars,
Vegas,
go.
I mean, this is just the epitome. Gary Bettman just must look at this and just cackle somewhere. 25, 14, and 13. That's a soccer record.
It's a lot of draws there, man. It's a lot of 90-minute draws.
It's just like when Peter Crouch. What team did Peter Crouch play for? That was bad.
Oh, that was bad. Oh, I don't know. I know him from
Forever, but anyway.
This is 2 soccer references that go right over.
Yeah, I think it was Stoke.
Yeah, like just a team that just draws all the time. And at least Vegas is skill. The Kings, similar, 22, 17, and 13. These are hockey records.
These are hockey teams.
Hockey teams with 30 games to play.
And it truly is unbelievable.
It was Stoke.
So that is bad. The Vegas Golden Knights. With good comes bad. With bad comes oily. And we went with the Celebrini embellishment, man, because this high-sticking call on Matthias Ekholm was absolute bullshit. Matthias Ekholm goes to the box for 2 minutes. He gets his stick up in the area of Macklin Celebrini's face. But there you see it on the clip. Celebrini is the first one to admit, no, that did not hit me in the face. No, that is not a high stick. And the thing that made me so angry throughout this is not only, wow, what integrity on the young man, the teenager, the youngster.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to leave his game soon enough. I'm sure his coach and his teammates went, hey, we love that you're respectful. Don't ever do that again type thing. But you saw the emotion on Matthias Ekholm. He was as animated as the Viking really gets out there yelling at the referee, and the fact that they make the call. Celebrini makes all these claims that no, it didn't hit me in the face. They then, referees and linesmen, huddle up to make their decision and then go back over to Chris Knoblock to say, no, we are going to give him the 2 minutes. And I mean, thank the Lord that the San Jose Sharks were unable to score on this power play. I feel like if Celebrini buried this, he would have went over to the Oilers bench and straight up apologized. But this one was wild. I
was convinced the Sharks were going to score.
Yeah.
So that Celebrini
that he specifically was going to score.
Top corner and then like hide his face.
Apologize to everyone. Hand up. Sorry.
So sorry.
Like when a soccer player scores against his old team and then says sorry to all the supporters.
All right, that's enough soccer.
I don't see soccer references.
It's pronounced football.
Oh, yeah.
Football. He's a football.
I do have a.
I was thinking of Sunderland. Somebody put that in the chat.
Sunderland till we die.
But Crouch did play for Stoke. Didn't McKinnon do this or somebody last year? And they actually didn't call a penalty. No, I don't think it was an Oilers game, but I thought in some,
I think you're right.
Sportsnet
I think you're right.
Countdown. They're like,
what is with these elite superstars being full of honesty and integrity?
Battle says it was Makar.
Not my leader.
Makar. Yeah, Makar said, no.
Well, good for you guys.
Playing the game the right way.
I will say, holy Macklin Celebrini, that kid's 19 years old. Yep, he's gonna be a thorn in the side of Edmonton Oilers fans in the pretty good. We'll leave it at that. That'll do it for the good, the bad, and the oily. Brought to you by Oodles of Noodles. Let's now go to my favorite part of the evening.
Yeah.
Who was wearing the jeans? Brought to you by Willhawk Beef Jerky, because only the finest tasting meat products earn the Willhawk name. Made from 100% Alberta beef. Their jerky is aged, seasoned, smoked, and marinated to savory perfection. They gladly fill orders of any size, and you, that's right, you can find their jerky, sausage, and other products out of their Leduc location. And for more information and to get your jerky on, head on over to WillhawkBeefJerky.com. Calm. Fuck, bro. Lance said the soccer team gets the jeans.
Yeah, fair,
Absolutely.
fair, yeah.
Now, the funniest part of this, what I had written down,
Yeah, tell me your.
Connor McDavid is what I had written down initially in this. But the thing about things is that things change. This is a line I tell my bosses all the time when requirements are asked of me. And Connor McDavid found a way to finish this one, I believe, with 2 points on the evening. Scored a big goal, but for much of it, he was struggling out there. And, hey, man, you could see the frustration on his face. You've kind of seen lately frustration maybe coming more to the surface for one Connor McDavid than it would normally do. But then here we are in the third period. Connor McDavid, he's got ice in his veins for a reason, and he is able to not only score his 34th goal of the season. Oh, nice. We're getting a look at it here. An absolute snizzipe with the net pulled. The Oilers scored twice on a 6-on-5. The most improbable of improbable wins. So I'm going to say the first 40 minutes, I guess, of Connor McDavid. But at the end of the day, it's what have you done for me lately? And he went out and helped win this game for the Edmonton Oilers. He obviously had the assist on the Zach Hyman. Brett, what do we describe that goal as once again?
Overtime winner.
What can you say? Oh, I'm nailing that now. Man. I'm getting good on that now. So maybe I could really give the whole top six. Maybe I'll give the first line the jeans for the first 40 minutes because they were bad.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt here, but something we haven't talked about in this now that we've pointed out the overtime winner. Yeah. This is interference by Hyman, right? We all Brett, saw that.
I thought that in the moment, and then we were celebrating too much. I completely pushed it to the back of my brain, and will continue to do so. Yeah, let's call it spade. Yep. That's
he goes right into Askarov, it hits him, and it goes into
all right, the
net.
jeans of the zebras.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
No, you can't slide. The Scotties is going on somewhere else, okay? He slides halfway down. Figure it out. Get on your feet.
Leave it! Brett, I, in the moment, completely was just like, ooh, like, are they going to make a call? Waited for a couple. High five, shook hands.
But what do you call there? Like, is it really interference?
Hyman too strong, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, what
little bro and little bro.
Too small.
Yeah.
2 minutes for too small. Oh, my God. Yeah, dangerous Wade. Bro Yaka popped into his own goalie. Yeah. Embellishment, I do think that could be a factor. Oh, Lance Kane nailed it. Rubbing his racing, baby.
Yeah, Askrov's still going to slide over. He was... Nah. I'm glad the refs didn't bail him out here. Junk.
Brett, good catch there. We got to be impartial as much as we can be here. Well, let's just think, for all the goals that were disallowed from one Zach Hyman in his Edmonton Oilers tenure, I'll take that one. Didn't cash my shot prop bet, though, unfortunately. Menzies, do you or Brett chat anybody else with the jeans? Dallas wins in the shootout.
Well, that's nice. That's good. I still didn't think Nuge played very well in this game.
No, he did not. He was very quiet.
Savoy was quiet. Bouchard was up and down. Yeah, I don't know. It's in a game like this where some of the worst players became the best players. It's such a mixed bag. But I didn't like some of the calls. The refs could be the jeans. Some say I should be the jeans because I wear jeans. I didn't know jeans before I ever did this show had such a negative connotation. I know it's very 2020s boy.
I'm a Lulu guy.
To not wear jeans. And, there used to be a word for guys who wear Lululemons, but
careful.
No, there used to be.
Yeah. Hot.
Not anymore. So,
comfort
whatever.
is sexy, Michael Menzies. That's at the end of the day. Brett, you got anything for the jeans?
You a big pajamas a Walmart guy?
No, I'm strictly the moment I get into my house, I put on shorts.
Yeah,
constantly. I'm a shorts all the time.
In the winter, it's sweats, so I can go outside.
In the winter.
But in the summer, it's shorts. No. Well, I mean, first 55 minutes, really, but no, not really.
Yeah, do we got anything to chat here? Goofy. You could see Hyman had a little grin. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Yeah.
People are enjoying my last show that I was able to do.
We love Michael
The show
Menzies.
before that, Holden, you would have been doing a quick little delete like the other way.
We
you
know
want me to-
Oilersnation After Dark tends to get off the rails from time to
Just a
time.
little-
This might be the live show special.
Say what you're supposed to say.
Let me know if you
Back
need
on the
anything
rules.
taken out after the live show. boys.
It's Menzies dancing the line like Bouchard in
No,
overtime.
Athlete.
Athlete.
No, there's no words.
Hey, Justine, guys, my high school students wear sweats basically every day. Comfy is cool now, apparently. Comfort is also sexy, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Thank you
Sure.
very much.
Jeans are comfortable.
The jeans, no, they're not. Let me put those on.
Right now. Right now.
You guys don't mind, right? You guys don't
What
mind.
are these?
Be
All right.
careful. We saw the Sydney Sweeney cover on Cosmopolitan come out. So
It's true.
If there's suddenly a tent
Let's
going
open this up in
on.
the chat. Do you think Sydney Sweeney selling brasiers and lingerie will actually have an uptick in sales? Because don't most females really dislike Sydney Sweeney?
Well, this was the question.
Mr.
I
Burns,
brought
help me
up.
out with this one.
This was the question I brought up because obviously
This is the jeans talk.
she's
It's
scoring.
clothing related.
She's scoring well with men, but
Yeah.
men don't wear lingerie. They may buy lingerie for their significant other, but it's not routinely in their budget. So she has to cater to women to buy lingerie, and she doesn't pull. She's not pulling well.
The issue is I don't
She's down
think
in the
pull well.
bowling.
I don't think the men are scoring with her.
Well,
That
and
the demographic is.
let's
Scooter
not
Braun,
forget-
though.
Yeah,
Scooter
hey.
Braun.
Let's not forget Sydney.
What a track record.
This is going to be the description question, by the way.
Sydney was wearing the jeans up until this week.
All right, let's move on. now.
It's been a pleasure, everyone. I just want to
That's
say
it for me,
thank
everybody.
you.
All right, Boards' Bankroll. Speaking of jeans, brought to you by Bet365, 19 plus. Please play responsibly. Yeah, Ryan S. This has gone off the rails. To that, I would say, Brett, put me on camera. Are you new here?
This has been pretty similar.
This is pretty similar to every show we do here on Oilersnation After Dark. Bert, wasn't my night tonight. Boards' Bankroll goes 1 for 3. However, did cash the Leon Draisaitl anytime goal, and I'm happy to report I did live bet the comeback down 3-1 the moment they tucked, and then I believe they got a power play. And I didn't walk. I ran to Bet365, opened up my application. It actually changed from 525 to 575. And I said, I would like to accept that change and place my bet. Thank you very much. So we cashed with that one. Unfortunately, just checking through this, Connor McDavid finished with 2 shots. And Zach Hyman finished with 2 shots.
What
even
did
though
they know about Hyman before the game? You mentioned been minus 200 well before, and then tonight they drop it to minus 190. What did they know?
it's that we are living in a simulation, Michael Menzies, that has been ran millions of times before.
No. Watch out. Sports entertainment.
Get that Bet365 logo off the screen.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Final things, I haven't mentioned it yet. Nation Vacation, shout out. It's your final week, final opportunity to get into the early bird spots. I believe nationgear.ca is where you'll go to find out all your information. You can save your spot today with just a 20% deposit. Talking about the Golden Knights tonight. The Oilers going back and forth between 1 and the 2 seed with the Golden Knights. Oh, that late March game in Sin City in T-Mobile Arena. Oh, there's going to be stakes galore in that hockey game. Very excited to be out there for that one. And Lance is in the chat. He knows. Nation Vacation in Vegas. I highly recommend 4 highlies there. Bert, I believe, do we have voicemails this evening?
We do.
Should we take a listen? This is a night like this made for voicemails.
Oh God, yeah. Who are they? Who are the voicemails brought to you by?
They are brought to you by Swiss Donair, because they've been open for 25 years and are now open 7 days a week. The pride of the North Side. Swiss Donair is home of the old school Donair with options, with flair. They're great for your events at home or office. Check out their location at 8308 144 Ave Northwest or order online at SwissDonair.com. Producer Brett, take it away.
Alrighty, we got 6 tonight. So if you guys really wanted to say later, we got later. First up, I should have ran through who's going first, but first we're going with Antonio.
after watching this full game, I can come to the conclusion of all my takeaways. Bouchard still looks like the worst and best defenseman in the league. Ingram still looks like Ingram. Askarov continues to play like Askarov, and the Sharks continue to play like the Sharks. Nothing changed in this game. We've seen nothing new from anybody, and this was the biggest nothing burger of an overtime win that I have seen in this season.
That's kind of an Oilers take. The take is zagging on everyone's expectations here.
To that, I mean,
because I somewhat agree.
We didn't learn anything new
there's nothing
about
to
anything
learn.
in this team. We know that the San Jose Sharks are a young squad that need to learn how to win. Holding a 3-0 lead is definitely a part of that. We know the Edmonton Oilers don't make any logical amount of sense. And at the end of the day, once you get that little feeling in your plums, as Brett always describes it, you got to live bet the comeback and reap the rewards. That's one of the most sane takes I've ever heard on the voicemail line. And I don't got a lot of notes, brother. I feel like I also didn't learn dick all about the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, you know what I feel after a voicemail like that? I feel like Devin Cooley, the Flames goaltender, after the game saying, to calm myself down, I say, none of this matters. Nothing matters. I'm going to die.
Kyle Shanahan of the 49ers has told us, I might die tomorrow, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing matters.
So
if there's one thing you take away from this show, let's have a moment of inspiration here with Menzies and Bordsey.
Don't forget, guys, leave a voicemail. That's crazy.
Reasons to live.
Yeah. Next up, we got my favorite name in the chat, Cam $.
This, hands down, is the most insane 3 games I've ever watched in the regular season. How do we win that? Cup, yeah?
Cup, yeah. I wish I had an answer for you, brother. I have no idea how they won that hockey game. The extra attacker, I guess is the way to say that. Connor McDavid, ice in his veins. Evan Bouchard, ice in his veins.
I mean, Jack would say, what
can you say?
That's it. Sums it up.
I'm getting good.
It sums it up.
Yeah, I don't. Dude, I mean, it truly is unbelievable. You had this one. You had the Ducks game where I don't think the Oilers were the better team. They had a 3-minute and 49-second stretch that won them the hockey game. And then the Capitals game was nearly as crazy as this hockey game where you did rely on more Evan Bouchard, late game heroics, moments from the big dogs. It's, again, greatest reality TV show on the network. And we thank our lucky stars every night that we live in Sportsnet West time zone.
Yeah, for real.
You know what we did learn?
And no Amazon Prime tonight. Clap
yesterday.
it up. Clap it up, actually, for that.
We
intern Battles in the background just clapped it up.
We should mention Battle, who was in the second period particularly annoyed when the commercial came up that there was a baking commercial and they just put their dough on the tray with no parchment paper. And I thought Battle was going to flip a table. I mean,
But he brought up a good point, though. That was how the Oilers were playing.
Yes.
The Oilers were playing like you were trying to make cookies without parchment
You
paper.
didn't need to grease the pan, boys.
It's not going to work.
No foundation.
It was very funny for such a quiet, well-mannered, young man here to be so passionate about not putting down parchment
Where's
paper.
the parchment paper?
The fuck's this lady's problem?
Why the fuck isn't there parchment paper?
Battle, we love him. Intern Tristan, everybody, if you're not going to throw a courtesy like down for me, you do it for Tristan because he's doing a bang-up job here for the
It's those
the pre and post.
details that will make you a good producer. Just spot a well-trained guy. He's noticing
Guy
these
doesn't miss
things.
nothing. Guy doesn't miss nothing.
They didn't oil the pan. Also, Cam $. Said Brett actually being nice to me is wild. I feel like I'm. Well,
you and Andrew who got beef.
Yeah,
Greg's beef.
apparently.
Yeah.
Which he crossed the line earlier. So I think we're back to beefing. But anyways, back to the voicemails. This one's from Luke.
Sitting in the stands, about to live bet the comeback with a Bouch anytime goal at 3-0, Oilers next goal. Odds on Bet365 were plus 10,000. On $20 would have paid me $1,520. Bet responsibly, but make the bet.
Well, I want to. Did he though?
That's solid advice. That's solid advice right there.
Because I feel like he's trying to talk to himself an hour ago.
Yeah.
where he's like Austin Powers at the end of the Spy Who Shagged Me, has to go back in time to get
Gotta get my
unlocked.
mojo.
Yeah.
That's
the mojo goes up into the air and it's cracked.
That could have been in a commercial for Bet365 right there. Just an Edmonton Oilers Bet365.
Just make the bet.
Commercial. Just be a man. And
Be a
make
man.
the bet.
This is why Dave,
Responsibly 18 plus. Only bet what you're willing to lose.
This is why-
Only bet what you can afford to, as we say here.
this is why Dave Ramsey talks about sports gambling.
Shut up at 365. We love you. I profited this evening. If you gamble properly, responsibly, I don't unit shame is always the line I use with my boys.
I do.
See, you're the worst. You're the guy in the group chat that I hate.
I
You
was
can send
going to
in.
rip Lang.
My brother has a $2 bet on the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. And he's like, it's not a lot of money. I'm like, it's the fact that you felt it. You wanted to put something down on it. And now you take a victory lap on everyone's ass. Well, they haven't won the Super Bowl yet, but.
No, I don't
They
unit
won't.
shame. It's when you post the bet. And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
look. And it's just like you have to cringe like $7.
Or when they post a bet, but they don't put the wager in it. They just put what hit. I go, all right,
Of
that's
course.
be a man about it. And let's.
Of course. And I was saying, like, obviously play responsibly. And people should be aware of like numbers and the math that goes into this. Like, because you will be a better because of it. I wanted to say before, what we did learn in the past 24 hours is that Matthew Nyes of the Toronto Maple Leafs does not look at the standings. I don't know if you caught the story
Nope.
where he was saying,
Well, he shouldn't right now.
because he's like, well, I just think once we hit our stride, we're obviously going to be in the playoffs. He said, I don't really look at the standings. That's what he said.
Hey, buddy, you're 8 points back in the last wild card spot.
He doesn't know why everyone's making a big fuss about what's going on.
What's the big deal going
Yeah.
on, everybody?
So
Well, shout out Mitch Marner. Picked quite the time to leave.
this is
that
where
tire
just
fire.
all the things in the last
Yeah. Let him
24,
out.
48
Let him out.
hours
Yeah.
I share with the group.
I haven't even brought up Drake May yet.
Don't. Danger Suede says unit shaming. Maybe someone's a grower, not a shower. Anyways, relatable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just compensating. for
Aren't
not-
we all?
Yeah.
Anyways, we have 3 more here. 2 from some familiar voices.
Lance Kane just said Nye's going to show up to the rink in April. Very confused.
Why is everyone so mad? Why is there 7 guys called up from the Marlies? Anyways,
He was going to do a Brizgalov when the Broncos returned and he's still there. Why you have to be so mad?
Why is
It's only a
everyone?
game.
Why is everyone
He
so
wants
mad?
to enjoy the sun. Why you have to be so mad?
This next voicemail is coming from Wise Kyle.
Uh-oh.
Wise guy.
Hey boys, Waz Kyle here. Big game, big comeback. But man, the Oilers didn't show up in the first 2 periods. They're slower than a bunch of Adam players out there. Hey, cannot deny though, big comeback. Haven't seen a comeback that great since Kim Kardashian. But hey, let's go boys. Big time. Need that break. This team literally gave me an aneurysm.
I thought the Adam Hockey joke was going to be the peak of that one. And then he threw in a Kim Kardashian reference. Not to be outdone by your Kardashian reference you said the other night when you went, much like a Kardashian, the Oilers were led by their back end.
Yeah.
I was very concerned where that slow joke
That's
was
Wise
going.
Kyle. That's shout out Interesting. He's screening these for a reason. Wise Kyle, we love you. We hope you're feeling well as well. But I don't even know what to say to that.
Thanks for the call.
Thanks for the call.
Thanks for the call.
That's good.
Alrighty, we
That's
got
good.
the final 2 here. The first one here is from our good friend, our queen, Tammy.
Oh, Tammy.
Said this in the chat, guys. Oh, this is Tammy, by the way. The Oilers, they beat you, they cheat on you, they kick your puppy, and then they turn around and they buy you flowers. I just don't fucking get this game. I don't fucking get this team. Oh.
Call me a doormat because the Edmonton Oilers could walk all over me, do whatever they want to me, and I'll still be sitting there, open arms, waiting for a hug, and I go, no, he's going to change.
Spit on me, please. I can change him.
Once again, we all have the choice to pick whatever team we want to cheer for. So if you don't want to be a part of the roller coaster, you don't have to be.
No,
but
no
there's
choosing.
no better spot than front and center on this Oilers roller coaster. This is year 3 of pre and post, Brett. I feel like I'm taking years off my life.
Oh, 100%. Definitely hours of sleep of my life.
It's probably all the long nights at Greta. all the beers we tend to drink,
Yeah.
all the oodle noodle we tend to eat, the dog patch. It couldn't be me though.
We don't drink.
Those are all extenuating circumstances.
Yeah, those are just.
Brett, I also realized that I've been drinking my coffee.
Well, yeah,
It's 11 at night.
I know.
It caught me about 20 minutes ago, and I caught myself
coffee.
drinking more, and I was like, Bordsy, this is a terrible. No, I'll finish it.
Can't leave it.
We're almost there.
You're gonna
Let it
pull a knee.
waste.
You're gonna be up till 3:30 tonight.
All nighter, ONE, no sleep. God, I hope not. But continue along.
Alrighty, the final one
Uh-oh.
is from none other. Who else?
Lance Kane.
The less awesome Lance Kane.
First off. But, well, I said it first. I guess it is first off. Anyway, fuck, I annoy bag milk enough, so I thought I'd mix it up and fucking annoy you boys instead. How was that? Luckily for me, I was busy because it's the middle of the fucking day here, and I missed, like, the first, by the time I got to turn the game on, it was, like, the end of the second. I was like, oh, that sucks. But then, like, it was awesome because I just got to skip the shitty part and just watch all the goodness. Yeah, perfect. How fucking good's life? Anyway, pay Bouchard more. Nurse needs to see Layla Bummer Baby. Cup year. Let's fucking go Oilers.
Cup year.
Cup year.
G'day, mate.
Dukes. I just
You
want to
haven't got to
say
meet Dukes yet. He's an absolute stud
the best
from
man.
Australia, obviously, as you could
Yes.
probably guess.
Well, I just want to see Lance down under, but that's
oh, nice. To that, I want to say that sounds like vibes are way better in Australia.
Absolutely.
You catch the end of the game, your toilets go the other way when they flush.
yeah.
The ideal, the Coriolis effect.
I do want to say that he did write in I should say that Battle wrote in the description of the caller, the less awesome Lance Kane. That was who sent that call.
Oh,
Well, that's a weird way to
That's
describe a
wrong.
person.
That's damn wrong. Dukes, you know you're better.
Dukes, we love
Kidding,
you.
we love
Lance,
you,
we
Lance.
love you. And I love every single one of you in the chat. Michael Menzies?
yeah, right. Crikey.
Crikey, Stingray, look out for.
Stingrays love football.
They'll get you. They'll get your mind. That will do it for us here on Oilersnation After Dark. I can't do it as well. I can't do it as well. We appreciate you all. We love you all. Throw on your courtesy like on the way out. I have been sitting here for 90 consecutive minutes now, and I still don't fully understand what I watched tonight out on Rogers Place Ice. But I know that I saw a W. The Oilers grab a much-needed 2 points while the Vegas Golden Knights lose in a shootout to the Dallas Stars, meaning they are tied, right, with the Vegas Golden Knights now for top of the division.
Yes.
Edmonton will be second due to games in hand. Vegas has 2 more. Also, Elijah is in, and he said, I love you, Bordsy. I love you, too. Lance Kane, one more song. One more song.
Yeah.
We'll run a tenable quick here. Let's go on with something up here.
I was trying to think of more first rounders, but I'd have to
Name
dig.
every single player to have worn the number 10 for the Edmonton Oilers. Go.
We could do that. So once again, folks, let me tell you this. So if you like this version, pre-gaming after dark, where we tend to get off the rails, maybe a little bit, I don't even know how you would describe us, but you know. So over the Olympic break, obviously there's not going to be any Oiler games to do pre and post for. We are still going to put out some content. Me, Brett, Menzies, they're going to get Zach Lang involved, probably Reese. I want to bring you some still Oilers-centric talk, but definitely more of the ridiculous other stuff because, frankly, I'm going to get bored for 3 weeks sitting over here, and this is where I get it all
When you
out.
watch the show and you're like, when will they stop talking about hockey and get to the good stuff? That's
what
where
you
this show
That's what
is
you want.
going to go.
So highly recommend that. It's going to be a good time. Brett, what are you giggling at so much back there?
It's the all right, we're going to leave. Oh, by the way, we're going to talk for 2 more minutes. And
Yeah,
as we're
we've
doing
got
that,
more.
encore.
This is gonna be my
Derek
last-
Get me
Ryan.
another coffee. Let's go.
It's going to be my last one because I'm not going to be in the
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Saturday. I'm in Drum. Beautiful Drum, Heller, Alberta.
Go see the Dino Museum.
Drum, Heller Memorial. Great spot.
That was my T-Rex arms.
Yeah, the
Dinosaur.
The big dinosaurs right outside
That's
the
twice
ring.
we've mentioned Step Brothers.
Dinosaur.
Oh my God, we got to end this shit.
That's physically impossible, Dad. That's not possible.
Trey said do Jeopardy again. I think I'm going to try and get a Family Feud as well. Whatever miscellaneous. It's 11-11. Make a wish. Locked.
4 in a row.
You can't say it.
No, that wasn't my wish. I can't repeat my wish.
Back to Sydney Sweeney we go.
I was going to say, now everything I wear is going to be cream colored, not just my favorite jerseys.
And on that note, I'm throwing in the towel. Menzies threw his notes away 90 minutes ago.
Yes.
We're just going to be throwing something else away here in a sec if we don't finish.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll do it for us. I love you all.
No
Please.
FAP is over.
Tried so hard to end this. Throw down your courtesy like on the way out. It really helps the algorithm, and we really appreciate it. Also, in the comments, we'll leave you a question, probably about Sydney Sweeney and the lingerie line, but that's for you to decide. You can pick whatever question you want to answer. Love you all. We got to go to bed. And tomorrow, Oilers Nation Every Day will be live, 12:01
There
Mountain
should be a
Standard Time.
post-game show to this show. That's what we need, an after show, the after
When
show.
me and Brett drive back to I have to drop Brett off at the bus stop. We'll just keep it going on a phone as well.
Yeah.
Let's just hop on House Party when we get home. It's
go.
just three-way FaceTime. If you want to join off the call, you can come on in.
Anyone want to meet us on Omegle later tonight?
We haven't even discussed how there's that one idiot on the Sharks, not one of the two pickles, whose name is like Drew Remenda or whatever it was. What was his name? Regunda?
Yeah, I had
Reganda?
It is
God, it
Pavel
annoyed me.
Regenda.
God, every time his name came up, it just...
You brought up Drew Remenda earlier tonight, and I audibly and physically went,
Oh.
It's like, oh, God. It's a nightmare. It's a
Looks
nightmare.
like Bo Winkle, Drew.
Okay, I love you all. Peace out. Good night. Sleep tight. We'll talk tomorrow, 12:01 Mountain Standard Time. And then pre and post game, more madness coming at you Saturday night when the Oilers host the Minnesota Wild. Sleep tight. Good night. Throw down your courtesy like. Peace out.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Every Day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.